Hello, 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 my precious, precious viewers. Welcome back to my channel. I am feeling prompted to do a story time reading, okay? If you are not familiar with the story time readings, they are fast paced. And I basically turn over the cards like leaves of a book and a story unfolds, okay? This is a general collective reading, so you will take what resonates and you will leave what does not resonate for someone else, okay? If you would like a personal reading, I do offer those at PiscesPowerReadings@gmail.com, and I absolutely love connecting with you all in that space. Now, I want to take just a minute and welcome in the angels and the archangels who help me with my channel, who encourage my viewers, who send us the validation, the insight, the wisdom that we need. I am forever grateful for their ministry and their presence in my life and in the lives of you, my precious viewers. All right. If you have not subscribed to my channel, I hope that you will. I'm working diligently on growing this space. It is a high vibe, safe space, okay? And so I am calling in people who are high vibe and safe and like-minded because we are creating a beautiful, beautiful space here, okay? So I appreciate and I treasure your presence. Now, are you ready for your story? Because it is story time. We start off with caring connections. Caring connections. I'm feeling like some of you are being called into new spaces, okay? This could be at your work. This could be, I'm hearing the word social spaces. So I don't know if that's like online or if perhaps that involves like clubs or organizations that you're a part of. But what this feels like to me is alignment. It feels like you are grasping and grabbing a hold of caring connections, people who are like minded, who share like values, and they're just good people, okay? And I'm also feeling this sense of relief of people who are getting out of misaligned relationships and a beautiful, beautiful flow of energy opening to you, through you, and for you because of this kind of alignment. Next, we have the end of a tough cycle approaches. Yeah, full moon in Capricorn. So, yeah, it seems like you have spent quite some time misaligned in your relationships. Perhaps your values did not align with the values and the philosophies of the people you surrounded yourself with, but you're kind of riding the ship, okay? And so that was a very tough season for you, right? To be the odd person in your group, okay? And that was tough. But this is saying the end of a tough cycle approaches because you are heading for better aligned, caring connections. Next, we have the King of Cups. I am my own anchor. If there is one thing that you have learned from being in misaligned relationships, it is how destabilizing you feel when you are surrounded by people that you cannot count on to have your back, to support you, to resonate with you on the causes that are important to you. And so, because of those misaligned relationships, you really learned a valuable lesson, and that is to be your own anchor, to be your own grounding force, okay? Essentially, you have learned how to be the calm in your own storm. So kudos to you for that, because that is a very major sign. That's a major, what would you call it, tool, that you have gained. And when you get into your caring connections that are more aligned and you already have this skill, good things are on the horizon for you. Next, we have the Ten of Cups. Because of this new alignment that is happening in your life, you're going to experience a wholeness, a happiness, a relief that you have not had in many years, and one that you've been longing for a very long time. The Ten of Cups is sort of like the fortune after difficulty card. And we literally just had this earlier where it says the end of a tough cycle approaches. So you're about to head into a more prosperous season because you are heading into relationships that are more aligned and in flow for who you are and for what your purpose is. Next, we have hostilities. It seems like you've probably also had to kind of fight your way out of these unaligned, misaligned relationships. People who didn't want to let you go because you served their purposes, because you stroked their egos, you made them feel good about yourself, about themselves. Perhaps you are a people pleaser and your energy just felt so good to them. And now that you're withdrawing it and becoming more authentic to who you really are, they're feeling some kind of way about it, okay? Next, we have your hard work is paying off. What I'm hearing on this is stay the course. Keep navigating through the hostilities, right? Because that is going to pay off for you. This is also new moon, or this is new moon in Capricorn. So there is an aspect of being diligent, being stubborn, being hard headed, being practical, and just really moving forward with what you know in your heart to do. Next, we have the Three of Wands. I have the energy I need to realize my goals. Maybe part of this journey for you has an element of fatigue to it. Why? Because not only are you physically readjusting, you are mentally and emotionally readjusting your own thoughts as well as your will and your own metaphysical direction. Okay. And so there might be a part of you that says, you know what? I want to really just move forward, get rid of these connections, and get into um, more of a flow with others. But I don't know if maybe it would be more trouble than it's worth. Like, would the grief that they give me be more than I could have the bandwidth for to deal with? But Spirit is saying to you, this Three of Wands is the card because it's Wands, because it is wands. This is your energy, this is your fire, this is your creativity, this is your passion. So if you need extra energy to move forward and get out of those misaligned relationships, you will find the energy that you need in your creativity, your passion, and just your creative pursuits. Okay, lean into those things and you will find the energy that you need to keep moving forward. Next, we have the Page of Wands. Interesting, more fire energy here. Pages are messengers, okay? I feel like this card is confirmation saying that this is a message coming to you. I am your messenger, essentially. And this card is confirming what was just spoken in this Three of Wands. You will find, you will have, you will tap into the energy that you need when you need it, so long as you are staying immersed in your creative pursuits and allowing that to drown out the negativity and the hostility that you may be facing from the people who are having a hard time releasing you and letting you move forward. Next, we have anxiety. I'm hearing the words, don't let your heart be troubled. This is for the best. Now, I want to clarify here. I'm not a proponent of severing supportive, important relationships. Okay, I am not about that. But what I am about is healthy interdependence. I am about reciprocity and I am about autonomy. And if you can't have those things within a relationship, then that relationship needs to be worked on, or you need to move on. Okay. So don't lean into anxiety, lean into creativity, and that will be the cure for the anxiety. Next, we have the answers you need are coming. Full moon in Gemini. Listen, I've got a really important message that was just downloaded here. The answers you need are coming. You are asking why. Why do I have to move on when it's because it's so difficult? You are asking, some of you are asking, why did I spend so many years surrounding myself with connections like this? Why have I allowed myself to be immersed into a culture with which my heart does not identify? Spirit is saying to you that you are going to receive the comfort that you need about those things, and that as you move forward, you will understand why. Because in the end, and in the chapter that you're opening to, you will discover that those times of misalignment will serve you in the time that you are in alignment. Okay, there are profound messages and wisdom that are going to be gleaned because of that. So don't worry, your pain is not in vain. Next, we have the Two of Swords. Whatever I decide, I trust the outcome. Listen, trust yourself. Trust yourself. And I heard the word decisions, okay? But just know that you don't have to have the answers in order to move forward from these misaligned relationships. You will get the answers as you move away and into better aligned relationships. Okay. Next, we have the Three of Wands. It is time for you to go on a journey of discovery. You need to understand yourself better. You need to understand the world around you better. And you need to understand the divine better, the universe better. Okay. Next, we have all tied up. Now this has like an Eight of Swords energy, self-imposed prison. The longer that you stay in misaligned relationships, the longer you will keep yourself tied up, limited, and small, because you are shrinking yourself so as not to threaten others with your largeness, with your grandness, okay? But that is not what life is about. And believe it or not, that is not a noble thing to do, because all you're doing is enabling the people around you who are easily threatened in their egos to keep being the same way and not experience the discomfort that is involved in growth. Okay, it's time for you to break out of the box so that they can break out of the box. You are good enough. Full moon in Virgo. As you explore yourself, as you know yourself better, as you know the world around you better, as you understand and know the divine more, you're going to make some profound discoveries about just how sufficient you really are. Whether it's in a romantic relationship, a friendship, whether it is a family dynamic, whether it is a career, whether it is a business that you own, you are about to flip from a place where you don't feel good enough, where you don't feel like you are adequate, to a place where you are in boss energy. You will understand your worth, you will know your value, and you will not be moved from that because you will be convinced of your worth. Okay? Next, we have the Fool. I am guided and protected on my life's journey. Listen, this is going to be a journey. Whenever you move away from people pleasers to a place of self love where you implement healthy boundaries, It's a journey, okay? It is an absolute journey. But Spirit wants you to know that this journey can be one of vibrance. It can feel like an adventure, and it can feel fun if you allow it to feel that way. Next, we have the Six of Cups. Now, one thing that could sort of slow your progress down is nostalgia, okay? The Six of Cups is about looking back onto memories, better days, and times that you have had with people. So you will be tempted to think and look back, oh, I remember years ago, before things got weird between me and this person or me and this job, we had such great memories and I hate to sever that. But listen, new growth can only come when pruning takes place, okay? And it's entirely appropriate and well timed to go ahead and prune the things that are no longer growing, that are stagnating, or even becoming diseased, okay? All right, next we have the temple path. See, I'm feeling like as you're moving through into a place of alignment, it's going to be a very sacred, spiritual kind of a journey. You are going to find yourself perhaps again if you have already found yourself before, okay? Self discovery never ends because the human soul, the human spirit, the human psyche is an ever evolving and bottomless thing, okay? Isn't that exciting? And what do we have? Next, a personal issue reaches resolution. Full moon in Cancer. So here's what I'm picking up on. Because of your willingness to participate and stay in dynamics and relationships that you were not supposed to be in, it created personal problems within yourself, okay? Within perhaps your personality or your character. Perhaps there was even some peer pressure, regardless of your age. And you have these regrets around making decisions or behaving certain ways that the only reason you did those things that you did was because of who you were connected to, okay? So you're about to come into a place of personal power over your personal issues that were created by these misaligned relationships. And that is the end of the story. That's what I was saying. They're fast paced. You never know when they're going to end. But what Spirit is wanting you to know is that you're about to go on a beautiful, sacred journey. You're about to enter into truly caring connections, and you're about to step into personal power over your personal issues and be surrounded and in a place where people share the same values of your heart and treasure the same causes that you do, and enter into a place of absolutely beautiful ease and flow. And that you absolutely deserve, my precious viewer. Until the next video, I wish you peace.